Hello everybody, Dr. Harville here, and I am taking you through a tutorial for your annotated bibliography assignment. Now for your final essay in the class, you will be doing a research essay over a controversial topic. You will have handouts and you'll have a specific topic that you are looking for based on my list of approved topics. So the research paper is basically finding what policies exist about your topic, what viewpoints are on your topic from both sides, those who are for it and those who are against it. And then you're going to decide, based on the information you find, do the policies or laws that exist regarding this particular topic fit? Do they need to be changed, altered in any way? Do they need to be completely abolished? Or do they need to be created because there's not even a policy? So those are actually the more difficult ones that you will have to do, because you have to figure out then what does the policy need to be. So after you choose your topic, you're going to need to go into the library. So you will need internet access and you'll need ability to use Word in order to do this assignment. So I'm going to go to the library link under Student Resources. And here you're going to want to go to the Issues and Controversies section under Articles and Databases. I always suggest that everybody start in this particular section. So it's Issues and Controversies, Facts on File. Now this particular area within the library actually gives you both sides of the issue and some articles regarding your issue. It does not tell you what policies exist. For that, you'll probably have to go find a government website. So while we're waiting for this to load, what you will be doing is first finding the sources that you think you might use and just go ahead and make a works cited out of them. And then the works cited actually turns into an annotated bibliography, because after you have either read or printed your sources, made notes, whether you've highlighted on a paper or written them down, however you have to approach this assignment online, you're going to take notes and then you're going to describe briefly what the article was about, what both sides was it about, did it cover anything, like did it give you statistics, did it add any good sources in there, what information that they offered on it, and then you're going to tell us why you will or will not use it in your essay. Okay, so this is the Issues and Controversies Facts on File website or search engine through the library. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of issues in here. So like I said, you've got a specific one. Now sometimes they can be different particular topics, like for instance date rape and rape kind of go together, cyber crimes and online bullying and stuff like that. So sometimes you've got a topic that can be worded differently. So what you're going to do is you're going to look up your topic. So let's say I'm going to say children and antidepressant drugs is my topic. Now this lists a few articles, what the supporters say, what the opponents argue, and then the title of the article, let's see. Here we go. Are antidepressant drugs safe for young patients? That would be something that we would probably need to know. So you'd read both of these and say, yeah, I'll probably want to use this article. So I'm going to click on that one and say, this might be a possibility. So here it tells you all about this is the article, talks all about things. Here's a nice little picture. These types of things will come in handy whenever you do your presentation over this topic. So just scanning down, looking at these subtitles here, I'm going to say this is probably a source that you want to use. It's got FDA information, information from doctors. That's a pretty good doctor there too. Lots and lots of information. They use lots of sources. They have their bibliography. It looks good. So say this is what you want to use. Now you can either save it somewhere or print it or however you do it. But go over here to Page Tools, down to Citation. Do not export to EasyBib because these are not always correct. So you're going to copy that, and then you're going to open up a Word document. Now I don't need a heading on this. You can just simply title it Annotated Bibliography. Take her back to the left and go under Paragraph. Make sure all of these are 0. Change Special to Hanging. I know you guys have done this before. And paste. Use the arrow. Look what happens when I don't. That gets rid of my italices. That makes everything funky. You want the arrow on this one. Okay, so there are changes that need to be made because these are not capitalized like they're supposed to be. This is why I said don't copy or don't use EasyBib, because it would end up being wrong, and you don't want any issues here, right? Looking at the amount of space I'm going to use to fill in this blank, I'm going to say it's probably about right here. So I'm going to put my cursor there and put a space and just hit backspace, and it filled in all that white blank, and there you go. There is your source. So I'm going to go down and go back into the library, and let's go up here to this one. Oh, you'll have to excuse my dogs. I am working from home, so if you hear a dog bark, I apologize. Okay, so this has the same, lots of information in it, has stuff from the FDA, which is always good. Talks specifically about types of drugs. There's their bibliography. So say you want to use this one too. Okay, go to your page tools, cite it, copy it in there, paste it, fix all these guys the way they should be. Now everyone is going to need probably a government website, because your paper is going to be what policies or laws exist regarding this. So this one's probably going to be the FDA, based on the fact that it used the FDA in both of those, and it is a drug that they're talking about. So I'm going to go to fda.gov. Okay, yeah, that's the main topic right now, right? We're going to go to search, and we're going to go children and psychotropic drugs, was it? And see what pops up. Drug reactions. Don't see children. Oh, here we go. Clonidine. It's probably just one drug. Not very much in here about children, though. What if we get rid of the word and just do children's psychotropic drugs? Did that do anything? I don't know. Let's just say this is the one we want. This is about ketapene fumarate, and so we may be talking about bunches of drugs in this. I don't know, but this is just to give you an example. So once you figure out if this is the government website that is going to tell you all the laws or policies that exist, and this is going to be challenging to find, I won't lie. Sometimes you can just jump right into it, but for the most part, you're going to be looking for a while to try to figure out what exactly exists out there. This is taking too long to load because my computer is very slow. I warned you about that. But I know that this is the United States website, or United States government, right? And it is the Food and Drug Administration. Let's see if it's loaded yet. Nope. Okay, so we're just going to ad lib. Title. Oops. FDA gets italicized. These you will have to write on your own the URL and the access date, because it's not going to do it for you. But you have your handouts, and I'll make sure I attach one to the assignment, and you will have an example on how to do a government website. So once you have these and you figure you're going to have probably about 8 or 10 of these sources on here, doesn't mean you're going to use them all, but that's what you're going to have for this assignment. Make sure they are in alphabetical order. So if Antidepressant Children United, well, I lucked out there. They already are in alphabetical order. If not, just cut and paste them and put them in the correct order. So what you're going to do is you're going to read each of these articles. And then after you've read them, you're going to come back to this page and you're going to summarize the article. You're going to tell us what evidence they used. You're going to tell us what sources they used. If they used specifically statistical information, that's mostly important. Or, for instance, with the government, if they have the law. Then the last sentence, and these only need to be about probably a third to half a page in length, not very long. In the last sentence, you're going to tell us whether you're going to use this in your paper or not, and why. So I plan to use this article in my essay because it offers a lot of statistical information to support my argument. Okay, and then down here you could say maybe you don't want to do this one. Maybe it has information that, you summarize it and tell us what all it has, but say that this article, how about since this article? Since this article states the same as another, meaning probably this guy up here, that I plan to use, I will not use this source in my paper. Something just sweet, short, to the point. That's an annotated bibliography. It's basically you telling us, annotating those articles or web pages, telling us what's in there and if you plan to use it or not, and that's the annotated bibliography. So if you don't plan on using the source, that's fine. I believe there's a minimum of 5 sources that you have to use. I think it's 5 to 7 sources. So I want you to find and annotate 8 to 10 sources that you think you might use. Don't go haywire and give me 15. No more than 10 is fine. And just cite them on here and then tell me the information. So this is going to be a few pages long because each source would probably end about this long, about a third to half a page in length, to get all the information in there and submit that for your annotated bibliography. If you have any questions, you're always free to email me and ask those questions, and I will do my best to reply within 24 hours. Signing off.